Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Tuesday, guys. I want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well as seasoned. I got a word for you. Tap in. Guys, I'm currently driving. Pretty busy day, so I didn't get a recording in this morning, but I want to kind of just drop in and chat with you guys for a few. I want to talk to you guys about, of course, I made the recording yesterday on boundaries, but I also want to plug in there about self-esteem, confidence, respect, because until you honor and respect yourself, you will have a hard time keeping boundaries up, or enforcing them, I should say. Now, again, you may miss the mark, especially if you have issues from the foundation, wounded, broken self-esteem, or just trauma bonds and anything that could have happened to you during childhood or throughout your life that causes you to question who you are and your confidence and self-esteem. All right, so this is something that you will probably have to continuously work on. But the truth of the matter is, until you truly understand the value that you carry, it will be hard to put boundaries up. Or even if you miss the mark a time or two, like I always do, then you will have a hard time even getting back on board. See, with me, even though I might miss the mark and I swerve over, once I'm convicted of it, boom, the boundary is back in place. The boundary is back in place, because it's almost like I had a reset. You see what I'm saying? So when you know what you carry, right? And the lines again can get crossed so many times, because it's almost like, as servers or empaths or big hearts, whatever you got going on, the lines can get crossed very easy. But the more you allow someone to burn you out by crossing boundaries over and over, then you are limiting the individuals that you could be helping. There's many people who want help and who will value and honor your help. Truly, they will be grateful for it. And then you have individuals who, of course, they're just who they are. They're not going to always recognize what God has sent to them through you. And that's okay. I mean, people are just people. It is what it is. We all are different. But the question is, do you know what you carry? Do you know what you carry? Because when you know what you carry, you won't let people try you all kind of way. And again, if they do, you get convicted, you reset, and you put that boundary back in place. But when it's in place, it's in place. But how can you set a firm boundary when you don't even respect yourself? When you even question what you carry, right? You're a chosen one. Or to my chosen ones, I should say. Right? You're a child of the Most High, honey. Period. You're the head and not the tail. Period. So it's really, the mindset should be, anyone that comes into my life is blessed. Right? So why are you chasing someone? Why are you begging someone? Why are you having to sit down and have a conversation about the same thing 8, 9, and 10 times? No one's perfect, so a time or two, cool. But how are you allowing someone to disrespect you over and over and over and over? And again, life happens, distractions happen, so you kind of get, lost in the sauce. But when it's brought back to your attention, do you know what you carry? Do you know you're rare? You're rare. So I just want to encourage you guys that, because I get a lot of emails about people struggling with boundaries. And like I said, I don't have a problem putting boundaries in place. My problem is that I get so busy just within life, and then I kind of just forget about the boundary I set, and then I start swerving, and then again I always get convicted one way or another. When I am convicted, that boundary is set back in place. And what's going on in my life currently, not as in today currently, but just like in this season, my boundaries are God is requiring me to set the boundaries almost like, oh, you're gonna miss my presence, or you're gonna feel this presence gone. That type of thing, meaning call block, no contact, no access That type of thing. Where before, it may have been something like, don't answer the phone, but reply to a text message. Or they're not going to be in your personal space, but if you happen to see them out, it's okay to, But now, what I'm getting, it's zero access. Because see, when once God starts to elevate you, and he knows he's entrusted you with certain things, then he's not going to even allow people to play with you all kind of way. So regardless of what your heart, sorry guys, my keys is pinging. I'm about to park shortly. So regardless of what your heart is saying, what your emotions are saying, with your trauma bonds and your toxic empathy are saying, right? That's all you. That's all internal. That's all brokenness. That's all trauma. That's all childhood wounds. That's all this, that, and that. But that's separated. That's separate from how God is having you move in this season. In this season, he's blessing you with overflow. In this season, he's opening doors. In this season, he's connecting you to kingdom partnerships, things of that nature. So he don't even have time for people to play with you all kind of way. So he's going to let you know, listen, okay, you've been slipping lately. You've been letting this person disrespect you. You've been letting this person dishonor you. You've been allowing this person to take advantage of you. And you may not realize it. Okay, cool, whatever, but I'm bringing it to your attention. Once I bring it to your attention, what are you going to do? Are you going to set the boundary? Or are you going to miss your blessing? And if you know like how I know, you've been through too much to miss your blessing. So just make sure, guys, that you start putting notes. You know what? I got a stalker. I promise you I have a stalker. I promise you I have a stalker. I promise you I have a stalker. He has a red car. I think I'm going to put his what do you call on back of the license tag in the comment section, because I'm telling you, I literally have a stalker. But anyway, guys, I wanted to share that with you guys. Please get back. Get back. I'm so distracted right now. I'm trying to park. My stalker is in the area. It's a whole zoo. It's a whole zoo going up it's a whole zoo up in here. But please get back focused, guys, because truly, I've seen it happen. I've seen circumstances where God have required people to move certain things, are convicted to place certain boundaries in place, and they refuse to, for whatever reason. It could be maybe their heart just wasn't, strong enough to do it. I don't know. But this is why you got to move in spirit. Because see, when you're convicted in spirit, flesh doesn't matter. Emotions doesn't matter. You're convicted in the spiritual realm, because God is telling you, get it together, or I'm going to use somebody else. Get it together, or I'm going to have to remove you because you're too X, Y, and Z. You're not in tune. You're not putting up boundaries. You're allowing people to burn you out. So since you can't get it together when I'm convicting you and giving you chance after chance, then you know what? I move on to the next. So again, if you know like how I know, then be sure that you are putting up boundaries if you're being convicted to do so. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.